The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, first published in 1915, is one of the most iconic works of existentialist and surrealist fiction. It tells the story of Gregor Samsa, a traveling salesman who wakes up one morning to find himself inexplicably transformed into a gigantic insect-like creature. This novella explores themes of alienation, guilt, identity, and the absurdity of human existence, reflecting Kafka's distinct, Kafkaesque style. One morning, as Gregor Samsa awoke from uneasy dreams, he found himself transformed into a monstrous insect. His body, now covered in a hard shell and equipped with numerous legs that fluttered helplessly before his eyes, was unrecognizable. Lying on his back in his small room, Gregor initially believed it was a dream. But as he tried to move and found himself unable to roll over or control his limbs, the terrible reality sank in. His thoughts quickly turned to his job as a traveling salesman. His family depended on his income, and he had planned to leave for work that very morning. Panic set in as he realized he had overslept, and soon, his boss's assistant would arrive to check on him. Gregor's family, unaware of his transformation, began knocking on his door. His mother and sister, Greta, expressed concern when they heard him still in his room so late in the morning. His father, more forcefully, demanded an explanation. Gregor tried to respond, but his voice was now distorted into a high-pitched squeak, alien and unsettling. The family couldn't understand his words. As he struggled to get out of bed, there was a knock at the door. His boss's assistant had indeed come to find out why Gregor hadn't shown up for work. With great effort, Gregor managed to roll off the bed and open the door using his newly formed insect limbs. The sight of him immediately caused shock and horror. His mother fainted, his father was horrified, and the assistant fled the apartment, too stunned to believe what he had seen. Gregor, in his new form, was unable to explain himself or reassure his family. His father, furious and disgusted, forced him back into his room, driving him with a stick and a newspaper until Gregor, wounded and bleeding, retreated to the confines of his space. Over the following days, Gregor's life took a miserable turn. His family, who had once depended on him, now viewed him as a burden. They avoided entering his room unless absolutely necessary, leaving him isolated and unable to communicate. His sister, Greta, took it upon herself to feed him, though she did so with a mixture of pity and revulsion. At first, she brought him milk, his favorite drink, but Gregor found it repulsive in his new state.